So I know it's been a while since I've talked about anything gaming related, but finally something has happened gaming related that I want to talk about. Today I want to talk about this Mortal Kombat 11 expansion pack. It's called Aftermath, and there's a lot of things about it I want to take a critical look at. I also want to take a look at the fans' reactions to this. And I also want to take a look at the content and the characters and stuff in it. So we'll start off by taking a look at the trailer. Once we're done taking a look at the trailer and reacting to that, I want to talk about the pricing model, the fact that it's an expansion, which is kind of not something we see very often anymore compared to DLCs and story passes and things along that lines. But let's start off by taking a look at the trailer first. So the first thing we notice with this trailer is that there's going to be story-based stuff here. The story is going to continue, which is not something we see with a lot of fighting games. Obviously, normally when fighting games add content, it tends to be levels, it tends to be characters, it tends to be skins, but not always story-based DLC. So adding and expanding to the story is, I think, a good thing here. The Mortal Kombat 11 story was fine. It was fine. It's nothing amazing, but to see more of it is good for the people who like it, obviously. And with the story-based DLC, we're getting 3 new characters. Fujin, the Wind God, that's a nice addition, I think. We've got Shiva coming back. That is a fan favorite, absolutely. And then thirdly, RoboCop, which, again, this is a Warner Brother published games. They love to do guest characters. RoboCop will be a nice fit. And it looks like it's going to be voiced by the original voice actor for RoboCop as well. So, I mean, that's a nice addition. I mean, anything's going to be better than Sonya Blade's voiceover, for sure. It is exciting to see that friendships are coming back as well. So presumably, with this expansion, part of the value is going to be that you'll have friendships added for presumably every character. So there's some value to be had there for sure. Though I do think it's going to be interesting to find out how they're going to handle friendships in the game. Can anybody do them even if you don't buy the expansion pack? Can people only paid for the expansion pack perform a friendship? Can you have a friendship performed on you if you didn't pay for the expansion pack? I don't know. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. It seems like something they should give away for free to anybody who owns the base game, and they should be able to perform those. But we'll have to see. Hopefully, there's not friendship tokens we have to use. I hate fatality tokens so much. Such a stupid concept. So it looks like when you get this expansion, what you are getting for your $40 is an all-new cinematic story. No clue how long that's going to be. No clue what the quality is. We do know the original base campaign story mode was 6 to 7 hours, so maybe this will be 6 to 7 hours as well. But you're only getting 3 new playable characters, and you're getting 3 new skin packs. And honestly, for $40, 3 characters and 3 skin packs is not a good value prospect. It really is not. What you're mostly paying for there at that point is the story mode, and the story mode is going to have to be exceptional to make that value worth it. $40 seems like it's very overpriced for this. When you compare this to Combat Pack 1, which was, $19? Was that really it? And you got 6 new playable characters. That's Shang Tsung, Nightwolf, Terminator, Sindel, the Joker, and Spawn. And you got 6 themed skin packs as well. 6 characters, 6 packs, $20. So, I mean, let's cut that in half to get 3 characters and 3 skin packs. That would be $10. That means you're paying, $30 for the story-based DLC. That, I don't know how good that story-based DLC is going to be. I imagine there's a lot of work went into it, a lot of money that went into it, but man, I cannot imagine a player finding it to be worth $30 when you're basically admitting that the characters, the 3 characters and 3 skin packs, is worth half the price of the original combat pack, which was $20. But no, as if that was bad enough, if you do not currently own Mortal Kombat 11, you can pick up Mortal Kombat 11, the Aftermath Edition, which includes this Aftermath DLC and includes the Combat Pack and the Mortal Kombat 11 base game for a relatively low price compared to what anybody who bought the original game will have to pay. For only $60 right now, you can pre-order Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath Collection, which includes basically all of the DLC that's ever been sold for this game. If you paid $60 for the game when it launched, you now have to spend another $40 to get access to what anybody else can buy for $60 today. That means I, having been an early adopter, having bought the game for $60, now have to spend $100 to get what somebody waited for a year can get for $60. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. The optics on that are very, very bad. I mean, in fact, that is sending a very important message to early adopters who've been playing this game for a while now that absolutely the DLC is worth $0. Because if I bought it a year ago and paid $60, then I had to pay 20 more for the combat pack. Now I have to spend 40 more for Aftermath. Or alternatively, I can just pay $60 and get everything now. It punishes the people who are early adopters. It punishes the people who are fans of the game. It punishes anybody who didn't wait until now to pick up the copy of the game. Now, there's another argument to be made that obviously the game is older. Older games devalue in price. There's more used copies out there, which drops the price down. There's plenty of arguments to be made. And yeah, the folks over at Warner Brothers, the folks over at NetherRealms are trying to get in late adopters, people who would not have otherwise bought the game unless there was a huge value proposition. And that's great for those people who play on a budget or wait to buy their games, but for fans of the franchise, for people who are huge fans who want to early adopt, who want to play early on, those people are being severely punished. And that sucks because those people are the lifeblood of your franchise. I mean, it's natural for a video game's value to go down after it's been released a year later, right? But if we go right now and we take a look at Mortal Kombat 11 new for sale at Amazon.com, it's selling for $40, which means I would then, have to spend $20 more on the combat pack and then $40 more on the Aftermath pre-order. And that's $100, $100 to get what is on the $60 Aftermath disc. That basically means $40 plus $20, $40 for Aftermath, $20 for the Combat Pack 1. That basically makes this disc worth $0. An older copy of this game is worth $0. Throw it in the trash because you would never, ever, 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 ever want to buy an older copy as opposed to the Aftermath edition. And of course, that's by design. I think that's how they arrived at this math. They wanted to completely devalue original copies of the game so that only a lunatic would buy it. I mean, think about it. Mathematically, the only way you should ever buy a copy of Mortal Kombat 11 if you want to get the complete game is to buy it for $0. Because you have to then spend $60 to complete the game to get the rest of the content. Or you can buy the $60 disc that has the base game and all of that content on it. So on one hand, as a Mortal Kombat 11 fan and someone who's a fan of Mortal Kombat as a whole, I'm glad to say that I'm glad to see the three characters coming in. I love RoboCop, and I love seeing him come into the game. I love the guest characters. Those tend to be my favorite characters in all of the series games. But at the same time, it is frustrating that early adopters are getting punished here. And I know that the industry is kind of set up that way because they're of fear of missing out and things along that lines. We really get price gouged right at the beginning. And then sometimes we see games go down $20, $40 within the first couple of months. So an older game has less value. And the argument can be made that, yes, I have been playing Mortal Kombat 11 every single day for, the last year if I wanted to. And that was probably well worth my $60. But I really wish we could see NetherRealms and Ed Boon and the folks over at Warner Brothers throwing us a bone. Us early adopters deserve, if you already have a base version of the game digitally, or if you've been playing the game, the account that you have was made a year ago, something along that lines, offer us a discount, offer us bonus items, offer us something that makes us feel good about being loyal customers. I don't feel like that's too much to ask. But the expansion does look really, really good. I'm excited for Friendships. I'm definitely excited about RoboCop. And I'm glad that there'll be more story-based DLC. It's going to have to be a hell of a story-based DLC to make it worth it. So, guys, do me a favor. Let me know what you think about the situation. Are you a Mortal Kombat fan? Are you someone who's not? Were you turned off by all the microtransactions and difficulty in the launch of this game? Does this interest you? Now that you can get the Aftermath edition with all the bonus stuff and all the great value, does it make you want to buy the game finally? Let me know in the comment section below. We'll be hearting comments. While you're down there, drop a like on this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. It makes a big difference and helps the channel grow. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon.